Out of all the racing games that are out there, I think Mario Kart is the most popular. It makes sense, it's fun, and it has some solid controls that not many racing games can match. I mean, there's Garfield Kart, but I seriously have no idea who plays that. Then there's the more realistic racing games like Forza and Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo will always be the GOAT in this category for the music alone. I do not care what people say. But a commonly overlooked racing game that isn't talked about a lot, even in the Nintendo community, is F-Zero GX. It kind of got a reputation as that one series that's really good that Nintendo won't release again or make a new entry for newer platforms. I honestly don't know why. Fans have been begging for years, but don't worry, Nintendo has given an answer, a BS one. They said they don't know how to innovate the series further after GX/AX, which is stupid and contradictory. If Nintendo was able to gaslight a few generations into believing that adding a new power-up to the same new Super Mario Bros. Game was innovative, they could definitely do the same for F-Zero. Besides, it's been so long, I think a graphical update for GX would be more than fine, because as you'll see later, the actual meat of this game holds up to this day, graphics and all. When planning this video, I couldn't decide if I wanted to make a bigger retrospective or a more topical video like my last two videos, which you should definitely go watch, but with F-Zero being a racing game, there isn't much to talk about besides go fast and be first place. There isn't something super deep hidden in subtext or revolutionary experience that defined a generation. But what F-Zero is a solid experience, perfect in almost all ways, at least in my opinion from like a basic gameplay standpoint. I can't make you like this game, but I can share my thoughts. Like I said, I've wanted to cover this game for some time now, but with all the unlocks and ball-busting difficulty, I decided on a more topical video. When you boot F-Zero GX up for the first time, your ears will be graced with Wings for My Way. This song really does the game soundtrack justice. It's kind of an homage to F-Zero X's heavy metal intro, but updated to match GX's more electronic infused soundtrack. I guess I should also mention the soundtrack now. I mentioned Gran Turismo music, and it's kind of fitting because Daiki Kasho helped make the music in this game, and he's so talented. I mean, I'm no musician, but I do have ears, and this OST is packed with bangers. And I know bangers. A lot of people's perception of F-Zero's music is from Smash Bros, with most people saying, oh, I love F-Zero's music, but the only song they've heard is Devil's Call in Your Heart, which is good, like really good, but there's so much more they're missing out on, like Captain Falcon's theme from this game, or the most 2000 song ever, Phoenix's theme. Music is really subjective, and I don't want to make this video extremely long by basically posting the complete soundtrack in this video, because I would do that. So instead, there's a link in the description to the OST on YouTube. Enjoy.
In this world, you've got to be strong. You've got to fight to keep your spirit alive.
Moving on, GX has a lot of cool features like building your own machine with parts being unlocked after completing different difficulties in story mode, which you can then purchase in the shop with in-game currency obtained by beating cups or said story missions. This feature is seen in other games like Mario Kart, but the difference is these vehicles actually look cool. There are also plenty of characters to unlock and play as with their own machines that have different stats that influence the way you approach the tracks. One character may not turn as well, but they accelerate really fast. It's the same drill seen in other racing games, but the way F-Zero plays, it feels different, like a challenge to conquer, not a character or part to stay away from. I think the main attraction to F-Zero games are the mind-bending tracks and extreme speed, which GX definitely delivers on. Ever since X, F-Zero always targeted 60 FPS, which makes sense. The game moving any slower would feel really weird and not very exciting. Plus, any dropped frames could cause the player to make a mistake that may cause them to fail. So F-Zero X, being an N64 game, had to make the tracks pretty bare and lifeless. I always said it felt like playing 3D versions of the SNES maps with the sprites as textures. But thanks to GX being a GameCube game, the map looks downright amazing and can still run at a smooth 60 FPS. This has to be one of the most technically impressive games on the GameCube because it has widescreen mode, supports progressive scan, and not to mention, it was a console version of a pre-existing arcade game. But to focus on the actual tracks for a minute, aside from them looking amazing, the actual gameplay is insane. I can't think of a single track that looked or played bad, and in my opinion, the best tracks are the super big ones that loop around in crazy ways, the jungle and big blue variants basically. Those are my personal favorites. Also, I don't know if it's because of the graphics, but this definitely feels faster than any other F-Zero game. It always has me like locking in on the final lap, like I'm like sweating and I like have to poop. The staple of GX is the story. The staple of GX is the story mode, which is crazy and weird. It's actually not that bad. It's a simple plot with a weird plot twist at the end that closes abruptly with like zero explanation, but we'll get there. The worst part about the story mode is the voice acting. Half the voice actors give different versions of their character in the same scene, and one of them even sounds like Homer Simpson.
Jody's still inside the building!
I think the most jarring performance is Captain Falcon though. He not only looks different in gameplay, he also sounds different. My man Doug can't decide if he's Batman or a stereotypical surfer dude.
Start! Hey, where do you think you're taking me? Wait! So you wanna play?
He also like moans a lot and it's really weird.
Ah! What are you doing? Come out, Blood Falcon!
I said Captain Falcon looks different, but they all do actually, especially Dr. Stewart and Jodie Summers. They don't even look the same, and I think that may be on purpose. There's a theory that the story mode is actually an in-universe movie with actors, but I'm not really here to discuss F-Zero lore. The story mode is so weird it actually becomes entertaining. It's kind of like a it's so bad it's good type thing. One of my favorite scenes is from the mission High Stakes in Mute City, where Captain Falcon has to race into skies to win a bet for Silver Nielsen, who's another racer. But when he enters the bar, you can hear two racers arguing, one with a really goofy voice filter.
Hey, you! What do you want? Wait a minute! What do you think this is?
I was going to break down the story, but I genuinely think it's best experienced blind as I did, because it's so much more entertaining that way. But to give you a rundown, Captain Falcon is looking for Black Shadow, and it leads him through some actually super well designed missions. I'm looking at you, Mission 6, when it all comes to a head at the Grand Prix where Captain Falcon wins. But it's not over, because now he has to race pretty much the devil and hell and then God. It escalates so fast that it becomes a treat. Plus, the music is fire, as always. Also, each of the stages look great. Like I said, especially Mission 6, but the last one, Mission 9, it looks good. It looks really good. Two more things before moving on from the story though. From the start of this game, Black Shadow has been dancing around this exploded building, and I guess I'm supposed to believe he's danced for like 2 days straight and no one has gone to stop him. I mean, this dude's been hitting the gritty for like 48 hours. Surely people saw the huge reactor meltdown he caused, but I have no idea at this point. And the other thing, in the last mission, Enter the Creators, the first cutscene is so funny. I have to show it. I just have to. If you don't want to see this for some reason, skip to the number on screen.
Look, I'm over here, Falcon! Who are you?
We are the creators.
What are you talking about? We created the whole world. What a surprise! You beat Stanford with our best creation. Your best creation? So, it was you who set up everything. But why?
To tell you the truth, there are no universal forces.
What? Now you have become the champion of the two Grand Prix.
We'll take out your soul from your body and turn it into our creation. Are you ready?
Come off it. You think you can beat me? No way!
I think the main reason why I made this video is because the game managed to bring back a feeling of accomplishment that's severely missing in newer games. The footage on screen now is of a racer known as Phoenix. When I first played this game some 8-9 years ago, I found his theme song online and immediately scrambled to unlock him. Little did I know, to unlock him you have to beat the first mission on very hard mode, which I have neglected to mention that this game is extremely hard. So I spent hours upon hours trying again and again to unlock Phoenix, and I eventually did. I got Phoenix and it made the game so much better. I since have lost that memory card sadly, and I had to unlock him again for this video, but because of the design of this game, I was able to complete that mission third try, unlocking Phoenix again, and it felt even better the second time. The best part of this game, in my opinion, is the difficulty and core design. I really hope Nintendo releases a new entry, or at the very least a remaster of GX with an added track builder, because this game is locked on GameCube, with the only other way to play it being emulation, which F-Zero GX emulation in my experience isn't the best, but I've heard that people said that Dolphin has gotten really good and it's pretty much a replacement, which is great to hear. I'm all about game preservation, obviously. So until then, until Nintendo releases a remake or a new one, go play F-Zero GX right now, and I'll see you later. Bye.